Real Country 1430 AM and 1073 FM WRDN. This is the WRDN Morning Farm Report. I'm Brian Winnikins. Joining us this morning, Katie Wantoch with UW Extension. And today we're going to talk about a survey that Extension is doing regarding educational needs for farmers. And our newsmaker segment being brought to you by the Wisconsin Soybean Marketing Board, Wisconsin Corn Growers Association, also Wisconsin Farmers Union, Synergy Co-op, Osteoplastics, Compeer Financial, Animal Wellness Center of Buffalo Valley, Annabis Silo, and Elsivia Co-op. Katie, thanks for joining us. Well, the farm management program, which you are a part of, is wanting to get some information from farmers on what they would like to see for education for crop insurance and grain marketing. Uh, why did the management center decide to look into this?
Yeah, well, good morning, Brian, and all your listeners out there. So, we know that at $4 corn, it's getting to be a little bit more tighter margins for farmers out there versus $7 corn, right? There is a lot more money to kind of play with and look at. So, cost of production is certainly on producers' minds and getting a little pinched in the profit margin. So we're hoping farmers will take this survey, provide some guidance to us here in Extension as to, what kind of education they would like us to develop here over the summer and fall that we can deliver next winter. Is our farmers looking for how to improve they're utilizing the tools that are available to them for grain marketing, whether they be futures, hedge to arrive, what kind of tools that looks like. Or are they concerned, about the pricing of their inputs? How do they evaluate fertilizer costs, chemical costs, seed costs, how to prioritize those costs? Or, are they an organic farmer and they're concerned about some of the markets that they're selling into and how to price their product for those markets? So, there's a lot of new technologies and practices that are out there. How do they take advantage of some of those? What do those look like? Do they need more information on those? So that's what this survey hopes to help us answer here in Extension. We also have some grant funding from the Extension Risk Management Education, and that will help us to support a project coordinator to help us develop that curriculum and deliver it this upcoming winter season.
Talking with Katie Wantoch this morning with UW Extension with the Farm Management Outreach Program today about a survey that Extension is doing for not only crop insurance, but also grain marketing education needs farmers. And that's the other part with the insurance part of this. It's an alphabet soup of policies and plans and prices and, what you base it off of. And I'm sure that that's pretty confusing. That's probably even confusing for you, and truthfully, because of all of the different things that go on.
Yeah, crop insurance is become something that is, a lot of farmers have told me, oh, as long as it's good and, it gets me what I need and I have that insurance, I'm fine. But, really you shouldn't be fine. There are a lot of new products that are out there that are coming out that you really should not just, evaluate and take time for yourself. Crop insurance advisors are great, they're selling a product, but you should take it on them yourself as a farmer to make sure that you're really looking at, does this make sense for me? What are my goals? And does this meet my goals? And crop insurance does play a part into your grain marketing plan. It helps you to make sure that you have that base amount of marketing and pricing that's out there and for that grain that is needed. So they gotta go hand in hand. And that's what our current course that we piloted this past winter really kind of tried to emphasize. Now, we're wanting input from organic farmers in this survey as well, because there are some policies for crop insurance that don't fit into for organic farmers, right? They need to look at some other policies, more that whole farm. And not every crop insurance agent sells those because there's a lot of nuances. So we're asking for input on that as well.
Talking with Katie Wantoch, Farm Management Outreach Specialist with the University of Wisconsin Extension. Again, Extension looking for your input, farmers, on crop insurance and grain marketing education needs. So, Katie, how can farmers take this survey?
Yeah, they can go to our website that's out there. We have a short link for the survey. They can access it directly at go.wisc.edu/RS1SS3. If you kind of Google UW Extension grain marketing, they'll find our page. We have some information. We've got some newly published articles and videos from our curriculum this past winter that are out there, or they can feel free to call me directly and tell me, different things. I can ask them the questions, and that's great. And email or phone number is 608-354-3992.
And when would you like to have these surveys completed by?
Yeah, so we're really looking for input this summer, so that come fall, then we'll have time to, write the articles, the videos, record those, and we're ready to provide that information then this coming fall and winter 2024, 2025.
I know that while Extension doesn't help organize Farm Technology Days, Extension still has a pretty big presence there. Is there talk of maybe being at Farm Tech Days as well? There are some farmers that I'm just not going to do the computer thing, and I don't have time to call you, Katie, because I got alfalfa with weevils and I'm trying to get it harvested here.
Right. Yeah. In fact, I was just meeting with Jerry Clark today. We were talking a little bit about farm tech. We were talking Jerry Clark, Chippewa, Dunn, Eau Claire County crops and soils educator. He's part of this survey and this grain marketing project as well. And yeah, we were talking about farm management's going to have a booth at Farm Tech Days. This survey probably will be there. We've got lots of Farm Pulse. That's the brand name for this program. Lots of squishies, cows and stuff like that. People want to stop by. Extension is having kind of an area outside of the rural event center. So you will be able to find us there. They can do this survey. They can talk to Jerry Clark. He's he's converted an old gravity wagon into a basketball hoop. So look for us there, and we will be at the Chippewa County Farm Technology Days.
Oh boy, I have a funny feeling Extension agents are going to be, taking the basketball shots and big competition here for that.
I don't know. Families love to come over and see it. So I don't exactly know where it is in Farm Tech Days, but yeah, just look for us and you'll be able to find that. So
Katie Wantoch, she's a farm management outreach specialist with the UW Extension. Again, you can visit the Extension website for that link for that farm survey on crop insurance and grain management practices as well. This is the WRDN Morning Farm Report.